What's good, YouTube? It's Tyron again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 4 different protein supplements that I personally recommend if you're just starting out in the gym. Whether you're choosing to stick more to a budget, or if you have a little money in your pocket that you want to burn on a more premium brand, I believe that these 4 proteins will be able to check off every box in your criteria list and more with their added values. So without further ado, we're going to get started with our first protein brand being Optimum Nutrition. When I first started my fitness journey, or when I first started to actually take it serious, ON was the first brand that I came across when it came to looking up protein supplements. Protein intake is one of the most important things to look out for in fitness, and finding the right protein for you will set you up for success in the gym. Me personally, I believe that ON is the best option for me. Yes, I've dabbled and dabbled in other proteins, as you will see later in this video, but me personally, I believe that ON provides everything I need from a quality standpoint and from a value standpoint. When it comes to the tasting aspect, protein supplements have always been known for not really tasting the best because it has this almost chalky taste and aftertaste associated with it. And that's why I've always found myself bouncing around from protein to protein to see if I can find a better one that tastes better than the last one. I can honestly say with the ON brand that the chalky taste is slightly there. However, it's masked well by the flavors that they offer, whether it be cookies and cream or whether it be vanilla, which are the only 2 flavors that I personally like myself. And as you can see from the tub that I just showed you, there's a lot of protein powder that you get depending on what size tub that you buy. I just so happen to buy the 58 serving tub, but there are 3 other size tubs that I know of that you can buy. 2 for a little less in price and obviously for less servings, and then there's 1 bigger than this one. The 4 serving tubs that I know of are the 22 serving tub, the 27 serving tub, which I believe is the standard tub size for the ON brand, the 58 serving tub, which I have currently, and then the big 74 serving tub. There are different servings for different prices for different situations, whether you want a small tub that'll hold you out for the rest of the week until you get paid, or if you want a big value size tub that'll cover you for the entirety of a month. ON pretty much has you covered on all bases. Now let's get into the added benefits of using ON protein powder. With every scoop of protein, you'll also be getting 5.5 grams of branched chain amino acids and 11 grams of essential amino acids, both of which aid in muscle growth and recovery after exercises. ON also makes sure that their proteins pass a banned substance test, so you can rest assured knowing that you're putting good things inside your body. And for those who may be allergic to whey protein or maybe just trying to maintain a vegan diet, there's also a plant-based protein option for you guys. So ON really has you covered on all bases, whether you're a beginner in the gym or you're a vet, and that's why it's my personal favorite protein powder. And for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be giving each protein that I talk about a rating from 1 to 10, with the ON for me personally ranking 10 out of 10. But if I'm being objective, when I factor in taste and quality, I'd say objectively it's a 9 out of 10. The second protein that I'm going to be talking about, and I don't have a tub with me today, is going to be Ghost Protein. All in all, I don't have anything negative to say about Ghost Protein. It's a quality protein brand, and it came along fairly recently as well. Before I started making YouTube videos myself, I was seeing other people in the fitness space use Ghost Protein right around the time when it first came out. And if I remember correctly, I think like the main selling point at the time, and probably still is that with Ghost Protein, you won't be able to taste the protein aspect of it at all. And what also helped the Ghost Protein brand was it was able to partner with other big name brands so it could bring protein powder that tasted like other things that people knew and loved. Some of the name brands that Ghost was able to partner with were Chips Ahoy, Cinnabon, and Nutter Butter, so you can imagine that the protein powder tasted really good. The only ones that I've tried so far are the Cinnabon and the Nutter Butter flavored protein powders, and they are really, really good. I'll say it like this, and this is pertaining to the Cinnabon flavored protein powder. Have you ever ate a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right? And you get to the milk at the bottom after you've eaten all the cereal and you drink that milk? That is what that protein powder tastes like. It tastes just like that cinnamon sugar. It's really, really good, and if you love sweets, then that protein powder is pretty much tailor-made for you. Me personally, for my own taste, I don't like a lot of sweet stuff. Like after like the first few protein shakes that I had from the Ghost Protein powder, I was kind of like, all right, this is cool, but this is a bit too sweet for my taste. But that's just me though. To me, the taste of the protein shakes got overwhelming after a while, so I didn't really spend a lot of time on Ghost Protein. Like I think I've only bought 3 tubs, 2 Cinnabon flavored and 1 Nutter Butter flavored, and I only bought that one because the Cinnabon flavor was out at my local GNC. But nevertheless, it is a good tasting protein option for those who like those name brands that I just listed. And to add to the taste factor, there are actual cookie bits and cinnamon sugar infused into the protein mix, so you can know exactly that whatever is advertised on the front of that tub, you're actually drinking. And an added perk that Ghost Protein has is that it has natural digestive enzymes that'll help you when it comes to digestion. And there's also a versatility factor when it comes to Ghost, because you can use that protein powder in baking recipes, whether it be for cookies, brownies, cakes, whatever you can think of, Ghost got you covered. There is a bit of a con associated with Ghost Protein because it has a lot of added ingredients that you don't necessarily need to have when it comes to having a protein, but other than that, it's pretty much a great protein option. Overall, Ghost is a good brand when it comes to proteins, and the fact that it was able to partner with other name brands to bring you the flavors that it brings you separates itself from the other proteins in the market. The serving size tub that I've seen the most when it comes to Ghost protein has been the 27 serving size tub. I've not seen anything bigger than that. I've not seen anything smaller than that. There may be some out there, I've yet to see it, but as far as I'm concerned, I've only seen the 27 serving size tub. And me personally, if I had to rate it, I would rate it an 8 out of 10. It is a great taste and quality protein, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like after a while I would get gouged out on like the taste of Cinnabon all the time, or the Nutter Butter. The taste is overwhelming, at least to me. That shouldn't stop anybody else from trying Ghost protein, but for me, it's not really my cup of tea, but it's still good though. The third protein that I'm gonna be talking about in this video is gonna be Amplify XL. Of the proteins in this list, this is gonna be the most expensive out of all 4, and this is one of 2 that are gonna have added vitamins mixed in with the protein powder, which we're gonna talk about in a bit. The Amplify XL protein is gonna run you normally about $60 to $80 retail, but I got this one on sale for about $60, so it's a little bit of a discount, but not much, and at the same time, it's still $20 more than the next highest protein powder on this list. And with that added price, you're gonna get about 2 to 3 servings less than the next highest priced protein, which would have been the Optimum Nutrition brand. So it's safe to say that this protein is gonna be the most premium that we discuss in this video today, and I use that term very purposefully. Because with this protein, you don't only get great tasting protein powder, you also get added vitamins, minerals, and greens, so that from a balanced diet standpoint, you get everything you need just from one protein shake. So just think about it as taking a protein shake and a multivitamin all in one. That's where the premium branding of this protein powder comes from. The vitamins and minerals that you can find in this protein are comparable to any multivitamin that you can find on the market, both men's and women's. And also with the greens blend, you can make sure that you're getting enough greens in your diet if you don't eat enough on a daily. This protein also has digestive enzymes, glutamine for brain health and immune system health, and about 5.4 grams of BCAAs with each scoop. Like, it's really crazy when you think about all the added value you get when you get this protein. Like, looking on the back of this is like as long as a CVS receipt. It's honestly mind-blowing how much added value that you get. The company that made this protein is called Professional Muscular Development, and you can see that they put together a quality product. The tub that I have with me right now is empty. Like, I've already used this up like probably a year ago. The only reason I've kept this around is to probably talk about it on camera, or to double back and get another tub if I wanted it. I got the cinnamon toast flavor, and I can honestly say that everything considered, this is the best tasting protein that I have ever tasted in my life. It tastes slightly better than the ON protein that is my go-to at the moment, and it almost tastes as good as Ghost protein, but it's just not as overwhelming. All in all, I would consider this the best protein for both beginners and vets alike. The only cons that I can think of when it comes to this is that it's obviously $20 more than the next leading protein powder, which is the Optimum Nutrition. It's 2 to 3 servings less in each tub than the Optimum Nutrition or the Ghost protein. And when it comes to the multivitamin aspect, if you're looking for a specific vitamin or mineral, it may not be infused in this protein powder, so you may have to fork over extra money to find that vitamin or that multivitamin that'll suit you. But other than that, this is probably the best protein powder that I'm gonna be bringing to you today. And as for my rating, I'm gonna give it about a 9.5 out of 10. The 0.5 that I deducted is only because of the price. It's almost half the cost more than the Optimum Nutrition that I am accustomed with using right now. But other than that, it's flawless. The fourth and the last protein that I'm gonna be talking about in this video is gonna be from the brand Body Fortress. For me, this is an OG. Like, this is the very first protein supplement that I've ever bought for myself. I've had this tub probably since COVID, and I have not touched it since COVID. Obviously, it's been a while since I've seen it. Like, it was tucked behind stuff in my cabinet. Like, I had to play musical chairs just to get the tub out of there. And from what I remember, this was a solid tasting protein. It just didn't settle well with my stomach. I don't know what ingredient was in it that didn't sit well with me, but me and it just didn't mix. It still has some unused protein in it, but this has long been expired, so I'll probably just end up throwing this away as soon as this video is over. At the time, I didn't know much about proteins and know enough to distinguish the best from the rest, so I just picked up the first one that I saw and walked out of the store. But looking at it now, I can see that there are some added benefits that I didn't know at the time that would have helped me tremendously. Like, there are a few vitamins infused, like calcium, iron, sodium, and potassium, but there's also a super recovery blend with creatine, glutamine, and taurine. And creatine to me is the second most important supplement behind protein that you can have when working out. So really low-key, I stumbled upon a gold mine and didn't even realize it at the time. And as you can see, this tub is smaller than the rest that I've showed you, which means that it costs less as well. Like, the cheapest version of this protein is gonna be about $23, and the highest is gonna run you about $35, so it's easily the cheapest option on this list. And with that, the servings are also gonna be cut about 10 less than the Optimum Nutrition standard tub. So with this, you're only gonna get about 18 servings, so that's gonna fly by quickly. So as it stands right now, with the knowledge that I currently possess, I can safely say that this protein is probably the best bet for beginners starting in the gym. As I've already said, it's not only cheap, but there is also a multivitamin aspect accompanied with it, and there is also a creatine aspect, which I believe are the 1-2-3 combo really for anybody in any stage of their fitness journey. And like I've already said, it's been years since I've even tasted that protein, and I will not be tasting that today. But just basing off of the memory I have of it, I will give it an 8.5 out of 10, based off of the value and the taste that I do remember. I also personally think that if it sat more right with my stomach, that I would still be using it today, but that doesn't stop me from recommending it to people who are beginning the gym or who are further along in their fitness journey. But yeah guys, that's been my 4 protein supplement recommendations that I personally recommend for myself and for you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below. Let me know what I can do for future videos. Turn on the post notifications so you can be notified whenever I post future content. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.